This has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the three, the small forward. Now Hartenstein. After the missed three from Evan Mobley, Holmgren gets the bucket.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Count that one.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
That's exactly what they wanted on that trip. Get something close to the basket, something easy. Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
Here's Allen.
Flush by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. And Mobley throws it down.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Wallace. And the three off target. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. Harden, good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And that time, converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Won't. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Mobley, and the shot goes in. Mobley's got his second basket of the game.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Got that one up quick.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Wade. Harden, no good. Jordan against Wade. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Now let's take a minute to talk to Andy LaForce courtside. Allen.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed Evan Mobley and how we wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell outside. .152 left here in the opening quarter. Another miss by Harden.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Wiggins. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got 7 points.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
For 3, Mitchell. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Here's Harden. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wallace against Mitchell. And that one, good. He has 5.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
That shot missing. From past the arc. The rebound by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 11. It's stolen by Allen.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
"15 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Merrill. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Mitchell outside. Here's Joe. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. Back to the action in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. You've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Sam Merrill. Keon Ellis is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Dyson in at the power forward. Now, here's Caruso. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor. And it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
For 3, Mitchell. It's home. In by the Cavaliers. Ellis with it. Inside. Pass to Tyson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Oklahoma City leading by 11. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Cleveland making a change here. Wade's checked in.
In for Cleveland, number 32, Dean Wade.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Locked up there for Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Tyson.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said, the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said, our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. For Oklahoma City, Carlson's checked in, and it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. James Harden, he's checked in for Cleveland. The 11-footer, and it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Tyson, out to Wade. Looking for Allen and gets it there. And then Allen slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Right side, Dort. Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Dort's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
Harden kicks to Allen. Allen, a screen on SGA. Harden, no good.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Dort attacking.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive. Coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
And here's Harden. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Isaiah Joe. Irons checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Count that one for Dort.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Took him no time at all on that one. SGA's got 10.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Mitchell dishes to Harden. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden, that's good. Harden's got his second basket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Cavaliers making a switch here. 1:21 left in the first half. Outside, Dort buries it from three-point range. Dort's got 10 points in the quarter.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Allen, that's good.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Wade outside. Pass to Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 14 points for Allen. 36 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Williams. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Wade outside. Harden the pass to Wade. Now Allen. Mitchell outside. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Williams. Wallace dishes to Williams. And it's SGA in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4, with Hartenstein at the center spot. And it's Dort in at the small forward spot. And that's who Mark Daignault starts the second half. And here is Holmgren after the 3-pointer from Evan Mobley.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Yep, that one goes.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Here's Wallace. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers are take it.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next. Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Wade, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Guys?
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in, and it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Harden against SGA, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Carlson. The Thunder lead by 16. Holmgren finds Joe. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Goes up on the high post. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Joe's got 7 points in the game. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
For 3, Mitchell, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Joe can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game.
Not much else you can do. Sometimes Allen is going to score no matter how you defend it. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. substitutions. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Harden right side. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. The three. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game. And that one's good, SGA.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
Mitchell outside. To halt the run. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Well, the best approach against a bigger defender is to go right into their chest. Well, he hasn't had to carry the entire load tonight, but he can always flip that switch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mobley. Good. Nice job down low. Mobley's got 9. Thunder shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Holmgren kicks to Mitchell. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander hands it from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Harden out there with Sam Merrill. Then there's Wade. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. Joe with it. He's defended by Merrill. Joe, good.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Now the Cavaliers with it. Out to Wade. Pass to Tyson. Here's Harden. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Williams. Again, the Thunder score.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
So let's head to the sideline. We've got some news on Jarrett Allen. Allie, what's his status?
Hey guys, the Cavaliers head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. By their estimation, no further damage can be caused by playing on this particular injury, so they're gonna roll the dice and he's gonna play.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
to the inside. Nance, and Nance slams it in.
And it's in Larry Nance Jr.'s blood. Remember, his dad, Larry Sr., won the first ever dunk contest.
Mitchell's shot is good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Merrill on the wing. Here's Tyson. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Tyson, covered by Joe.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Pass to Tyson. The three from Harden. Rebound by Williams.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
The drive by Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Three-pointer, Wade. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Williams kicks to Mitchell. Here he goes. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Merrill. Harden outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Cleveland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion. You had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in 88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Here's McCain. After the made shot from Evan Mobley. Sinks the three-pointer. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
Back to Wiggins. Mitchell passes to Joe. Fires for 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Allen's shot is off. Here's Oklahoma City. Back to Wiggins from downtown. Good on the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
And then Allen slams it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Yeah, you know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
So no problem for Oklahoma. City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight.